Crispin's List Assist provides a unique new tool to your Crispin Core product family. Now, we have a lot of tools that help you find errors or other things in your schedule that might make you go to black. Missing media, maybe bad video sources defined or things like that, or schedule discrepancies that might relate to timing or something else, right? A lot of things that you've probably seen before. But what makes List Assist so unique is this detects problems that maybe you wouldn't see by the naked eye. Maybe it would technically play out fine, but that doesn't mean that it was scheduled correctly. What Crispin's List Assist does is it lets you build a model per channel of what a schedule should look like. For example, say at noon every day you might air a newscast, and maybe that consists of 4 segments. Maybe the very first one's a clock start, and the rest of them should all be follows. Well, this would detect if tomorrow, instead of having that same format, you might have only 3 segments, or maybe 5, or maybe you have a clock start right in the middle of it where you shouldn't have. Those are things that might be easy for an operator to miss, but when you have the technology from List Assist, it's there for you as another set of eyes. Let's take a look. Now I have a preset for one of my channels, right? And this is channel 3 that I have here. And I don't have to use a preset, but it's an option just to kind of have some of the stuff filled out for you automatically. I could always just create a job from the get-go as well, right? So I'm going to have a live channel here, and I'm going to use it as channel 3. And the first 2 things that we have in this product are inspecting duration, as well as the break and program structure. So these are the tests that we're going to run. We're excited to keep adding more features to this as we move along, though, and release this product. But let's get started. Now, when I first do this, it's basically submitting a job to the system, and you'll be able to see different statuses as we go along here, so you can tell when it's ready. So it's been submitted, and now that I see it in progress, I know that the back end of the system has basically picked it up, and it's surprisingly quick when you consider the fact that it is going through an entire playlist and being able to analyze all of your break structure, all of your program structure, et cetera, et cetera. As you see now, I have results available. I can click on this, and it will show me what I've just done. Now, as we'd hoped here, I actually have 0 problems at this point, right? And that's because I actually have built the model on this exact sort of playlist that I've created here. But now let's go ahead and create some new problems, right? So I just have another tab open for this very channel, and I'm just going to scroll down somewhere, and basically, like I said, I'm just going to create a problem that it should detect. So I've just thrown in here, this is an upcoming program. I'm just going to modify the name for it, right? Because it knows what it should be. It knows it should be my 4th segment for the program. So now I've essentially created that sort of problem for it. Now let's go back and let's run that same basic job again. But this time we will have it, we should expect to see at least 1 problem created, right? So it's a live channel again, and I'm going to go ahead and use my .3, my channel 3 here, and we'll run those same tests again. All right. Now, just like before, this will be submitted. And of course, it's going to send the job, just like you saw, but we should expect some different results this time. So now I'm waiting to see that it's been picked up. It's pending, so I know it will be shortly. And now it's in progress. So as I'd noted in the past, this is literally scanning the entire live playlist. And although I have it set to live, you do have features where you can also have this look at a text file, a playlist that hasn't been loaded just yet as well too. So both of them are an option. But right now I'm showing it the live, obviously. So let's take a look at what it has found now. And this is a good example of a results view. And this is just like we'd expected, right? I basically modified a segment, and because of that, it's letting me know that created 2 problems essentially. It has found an unexpected segment, right? Where it expected nothing to be here, but instead it found this one with an A at the end of it, right? And then the one below it, just like you would expect here, it's showing you that it was looking for the 4th segment of my Inside Edition, but instead it didn't have one. Now, although I get this view here to see these, I can also click on the actual playlist view, which is really handy as well. Now, this is going to load an actual view of our Rapid Play X, which is really the exact same view that your operators have to be able to modify or execute their playlist. And this will let me see it and look at the events on the playlist view itself, and even modify and correct those to rerun them. So from here, notice that it jumped automatically to the right segment that I have that problem with, right? This is the one that we made that mistake on, or purposefully added that kind of Easter egg, if you will. Let's go ahead and correct it now. So I'm just going to remove that A that I had previously added, and I'm going to save that event. And now I'm just going to go ahead and close out that view and just hit rerun. So with this rerun button, I don't even have to go back to my job screen to try to resolve this problem. I can just hit rerun, and this will let me know, when it's done with those submitted jobs, and if I still have any more problems with it. So now that I'm on this different screen, you won't see the exact pending and everything else, but look, it's already reviewed them, and notice that it now says that both of them have been resolved, and it's giving me that updated indication so that I can tell that this is with my fresh new results. So there you have it. You've seen me basically now scan for a problem, didn't have one at first. I went through and created a problem. I used the built-in WebRPX to actually identify and resolve that problem, and then was able to rerun it all without leaving this particular screen. And that is the power of Crispin's List Assist.